Shalom, Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And me and the elders, we did a live on Saturday, on the Shabbat. And before we ended the live, I said through the spirit of Yahweh, Yahushua, that Memorial Day is coming up, and we're gonna do videos on you Jakes out here that get put to death. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, every year is the same thing. It's none it may be less or it may be more, but it does happen. To whereas you Jakes, you get put to death on these holidays, man. And you got demons in you so deep that you'll know this type of thing can happen, but yeah, you still have to be a partaker in it. Because as you can see, the title of this video, it says Milwaukee Memorial Day Weekend Violence. 10 shootings leaves 3 dead, 13 hurt. And I don't know, Jake, what it's gonna take to make you understand and see that Babylon the Great is not it, man. This is a death trap. This is not your rest. This place is gonna get you put to death, man. And you've seen it from things in the past. You made it out, last year, nothing happened the year before. But these Jakes that were put to death, they didn't think that their time would come. Because the truth is out, man. The Lord got the word spreading throughout the four corners of the earth. And Jake, you ain't fucking listening, man. All you care about is partying and bullshit. Salakia for the language, but it just gets me vexed, man. How Jake is just that goddamn hard-headed, man. That damn rebellious toward the Heavenly Father, to whereas he say to himself, I would rather die than serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And the Lord said this. And then we're going to play this because I got a couple of clips. This is Proverbs, right? This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 36. It says, well, I'm going to start at 35. It says, for whoso findeth me findeth life, right? So if you find Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's life, man. Right? That's peace, spiritual peace, right? It says, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. Yeah, you're going to obtain mercy from the Lord. If you find the Lord and you do what the Lord commanded you to do. But what does it say? It says, but he that sinneth against me and celebrating these holidays and being partakers in this wicked ass, these wicked ass pagan, assemblies, the Lord said that's a sin against him, man. Because the Lord got holy days that you are to, celebrate, man. New moons, right? Passover, Hanukkah, right? Feast of, of weeks, right? Feast of Tabernacles, Day of Atonement, The Lord gave you these days that you should celebrate, that you should use, and that you should keep to worship him, man, and thank him. But you niggas is thanking the so-called white man for a day off so you can act like a goddamn fool. And this is what happens, man. It says, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All that hate me love death. So you niggas love death. And this is why you get death. Right? So we're going to play these clips. Going to run through them. Try to get through with this, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua as try to keep it as short as it can, but you never know. It's through the spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the let be edified. Check it out.
Before we could even get her name.
Pull them pants up now. Come on, baby. Thank you. God bless you. There you go.
She made it clear.
I'm 78. I'm a great.
No nonsense on her street.
Yeah, great grandma.
Sheila Brooks lives near 37th and Townsend. Her decorative yard and an old school mindset, just a few ways she hopes to bring peace to her streets.
That's because they come past here a lot.
Just a few hours ago, around midnight Sunday, two men, a 47 and a 43-year-old, were shot near her block. Both died. It's one of at least 10 shootings in Milwaukee since Friday.
The violence I hear is gunshots every night, constantly.
On Sunday morning, 3 other people were hurt in separate shootings. But this violence started Friday near 38th and Roberts. 4 women were shot. 2 are 19, the others 18 and 16. The first fatal shooting was Friday near 21st and Clark. Police say a 28-year-old man died. On Saturday, there were at least 5 shootings, leaving 6 people hurt.
I'm numb to it. It's almost becoming the norm.
Up the street from Brooks is the House of Prayer Restoration Missionary Baptist Church.
Same block, same neighborhood, same zip code.
That's where these two hope to make a difference too.
Working with other people in the community so that we can make a positive influence and impact.
In the meantime, no matter what goes by Brooks' home,
that's what I'm saying. They're just crazy.
Nothing really goes past without her blessing.
Hi, God bless. They say, baby.
And Esau coming over here to the good old Christian granny that the neighborhood knows, and you got one in every damn neighborhood, man. Where they telling the kids to pull up their pants and what you're doing over here, and you need to come down to the church, and but the church been around for as long as our people pretty much been here in Babylon, man, and the church ain't helped our people one bit. The only thing it did was destroy our people, man. That's all it did. That's all it did, man. But then you got so-called black women who these same women, not all, but for the majority of it, has raised these little nigglets, man. These monsters that's out here causing all of these shootings and what have you, man. So it's not gonna stop, man. It's not gonna stop. This is gonna continue on, right? This is gonna continue on forever until the Lord returns, man. Until the Lord returns, man, it's gonna continue. For as long as Babylon the Great is up and running. Even when it breaks down and is completely, destroyed, pretty much economic wise, when it becomes a lawless society, that's when you're going to see it turn up. But it's going to still be here, man. This is going to be broadened. So let's check out this one.
Lucky things turned violent over the weekend.
Very violent, as our Abril Preciado reports. 6 separate shootings ended with 2 people killed and many others injured. She joins us live. Abril?
That's right. One family tells us it was supposed to be a fun weekend, but instead ended at this cemetery.
Just a simple car accident. Doing this car.
And these Edomites, man, these newscasters and all that, man, they don't give a shit, man. Right? They make mockery of you jakes because they already know what's going on, man. Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, Labor Day weekend, Juneteenth, Christmas, New Year's, right? Same shit every year, man. You jakes or putting yourselves out there to be put to death. And the Lord, he got no use for you, man. This is why this is happening to you. Because you niggas are reprobates, man, and you was born in vain.
He got out, him and his brother asked him for some insurance. Pulled the gun and shot him.
Georgia Thompson says her godson, 36-year-old Ronte Davis, and his brother had just left her home from a family gathering when they were involved in a double shooting at Union Cemetery on Milwaukee's North Side Sunday night.
His family tore up.
Milwaukee police says Davis was pronounced dead at the scene, and his 37-year-old brother was taken to the hospital.
It needs to stop. It needs to stop now. But these guns ain't where it's at. Y'all killing people, innocent people.
This is just one of the 6 shootings that occurred over the weekend. A second deadly shooting happened near 35th and Flores Sunday morning, where a 48-year-old was killed.
I'm afraid because as the days get warmer, there's a spike in violence, period. It happens every year. And how this year started off really scares me.
The crime dashboard from Milwaukee police says there has been 47 homicides to date in 2025. While community activists like Tracy Dent credit citywide gun violence prevention programs like 414 Life, he says more needs to be done.
We got to start teaching the...
You're beating a dead horse, my nigga. Like, it ain't going to happen, man. Gun violence is still going to be there. Jake going to still be killing Jake. It's just the way it's going to go until the Lord returns, man. You can do all your violence prevention programs and pass out flyers and, you know, walk around trying to speak to the youth and all that. That shit ain't going to work, man. This is a curse from the Heavenly Father, man, that was put on our people. You're not going to change that, man. It's going to be over when the Lord says it's over. That's what you Jakes don't understand, man. This is not our rest, man. This place was set up for a prison sentence for the Israelites, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. You're going to catch hell here. You're going to die here. You're going to be in sorrow and in pain here. This is just what's going to happen. Right? This is just what's going to happen, man. But, see, the Lord have mercy on us, man. But Jake, he don't want the mercy. Because the Lord said this, man. This is Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass the master's crib. His master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Our people don't know who they are, man. For their whole life, they've been told they're nothing, man. They're niggas. They're black. And this is what black culture does to you, man. This is what black culture does to our people. You know? This shit is going to get out of hand to the point where, you know, Jake is just going to throw his hands up. Right? Because, you see, Jake wants to have a position here. He wants to fit in here. He feel like he can build a world and a safe place and have a peaceful living, a peaceful living here in America, man, which that's not going to happen. Verse 4, it says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers. That's what our people have become, a seed of evildoers, man. This generation is out of their goddamn minds, man. Right? It says, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They have gone away backwards, man. Our people have gone away backwards. Right? And why? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't know who they are. They don't know who their power is. They don't know the name of their power. They don't know how to deal with their own people, man. The Bible tells us how to deal with our brothers. If our people followed the scriptures and knew who they were, this wouldn't happen. Right? This would not happen, man. But because we were rebellious, right, and hard-headed and stiff-necked, The Lord put curses on us, man. So therefore, we stuck with these curses until the Lord say so. It says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And the Lord has rejected 2/3 of our people, man. The Lord is not dealing with 2/3 of our people on this side, man. They're going to be put to death on this side, pretty much, man. It says, thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children, man. So the generations after generations, this is why things get worse, right? This is why things get worse. Every generation gets worse, man. Gets more bugged out because the knowledge is completely left 2/3 of our people, man. And they're hearing the truth, man, but they just can't. It's not registering because the Lord ain't got it registering to them, man. Right? Let's continue.
People in our communities, these things and how to de-escalate a situation.
For now, the Davis family leans on one another to grieve the loss of a father, son, and brother.
Pray for his family.
And Milwaukee police says this case remains under investigation. They ask the public if they have any information on this case or the others to contact the Milwaukee Police Department. You can also do this anonymously.
And ain't nobody helping, man. It's like nothing.
By contacting their Crime Stoppers hotline. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Avril Preciado, Fox 6 News.
Hopefully.
That's what it is, man. This is what it is. So that was in Milwaukee, and now we move to Baltimore, man. The murder capital, where they take pride in that. The murder capital of America, Baltimore, right? See, the places where we dwell at, man, is nothing but hell, man. Right? Because you do have, people in our people in every city in these neighborhoods that ain't about this shit, man. But you got Jake running around like a goddamn demon and a monster. And he's a menace to his own society, man. He's a menace to his people. Right? And that goes into what? Us being destroyed, man, for a lack of knowledge. But all of this is because you want to continue to celebrate these fucking holidays, man. These holidays are cursed to you. And it's putting you to death, and you're not seeing it. Right? It's marking you with Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because everybody's hearing about the Israelites. Everybody knows what the Israelites teach. You got, people that know they're Israelites now. A lot of these Jakes and these Eves, they know that they're Israelites now. But they still can't let go of the world. So this is what happens, man. This is what happens. This is Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah. Isaiah 54 and verse 15. It says, behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. So they're going to have their little cookouts, their get-togethers, their assemblies, right? Their family gatherings and all that. But it's not going to be of the Lord, man. The Lord ain't going to be a part of that, right? It ain't going to have nothing but demons in there. It says, behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake, man. Right? So you're going to fall by way of violence. You're going to fall, man. Because you're not taking heed to the warning. You're not taking heed to the warning, man. And our people have become so out of tune with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that they love death. They seek death, man. Check this out.
End of a violent Memorial Day weekend in Baltimore. At least 3 people are dead, 4 others shot, including a deadly double shooting just after 1 o'clock this morning.
Another man was shot in his car and later died at the hospital, we're told, as residents nearby say they heard that gunfire in the middle of the night.
We were walking around, just heard a couple loud bangs, didn't really think anything of it. And, reality comes to the situation and somebody probably just got shot.
Well, thank you for joining us. I'm Kai Jackson.
Anti-Maxine striker. Over the past few years, Baltimore City has experienced spikes in violence on Memorial Day weekend.
And in response, city leaders have increased security, including a larger police presence in areas like the Inner Harbor, Fells Point, even Federal Hill. Now, those efforts include summer juvenile curfew enforcement, which began this weekend.
In a moment, Fox 45's Keith Daniels will look into those curfew policies. But we begin with Fox 45's Vincent Hill and an update on this weekend shootings in Baltimore. Vincent.
That's right, Maxine and Kai.
And that's what they're gonna start doing, man. They're gonna start, putting curfews in every state, to where if you're not, over 18 years old, you're gonna have to get your ass in the house at a certain time. Because honestly, when I be out and about, I see these little niggas running around with these women, these little girls, and they all crazy, man. They loud, they just acting like monsters. All they want to do is fight and be violent, man. Because they're angry. Right? And we know it goes back to the house, and maybe because the dad ain't around. It's many things, man. Salakia. There's many things, man. But the point is, our people are through, man. Especially the younger generation are through, man. These young Jakes, they got not a care in the world, man. For life, for nothing, man.
Almost a dozen shootings, 3 people killed, several others injured, and that one resident I spoke with calling the violence an unfortunate reality. The unofficial start of summer off to a violent start across the city of Baltimore.
It's been a pretty busy weekend with the holiday and all that.
Police investigating 6 shootings that left 7 victims over the holiday weekend, capped off by a double shooting in the first hours of Memorial Day.
I got this Sergeant Penn Lawrence.
Just after 1:30 Monday morning, police were in the area as shots rang out in West Baltimore.
I got 2 down. I got an adult male and I got an adult female.
A man and woman were shot and killed during a possible drive-by shooting.
Black vehicle discharging.
But the trail of violence across the city started days before.
Just the reality of it is there's always a higher chance something's going to happen.
On Friday, a man was shot and injured in Northeast Baltimore. On Saturday, 3 men were shot in 3 separate shootings in East, Southeast, and North Baltimore. Then Sunday, around 2 in the morning.
You just block off Packers Rico, put in the car, local gunshot wounds.
Police find a man shot multiple times inside his car near downtown.
Heard a couple loud bangs, didn't really think anything of it. And, reality comes to the situation and somebody probably just got shot.
Bailey lives near where that shooting happened.
There's always stories about it. You always hear about stuff happening like this. And it's a little jarring when it happens so close.
Police say the victim in that shooting, a 50-year-old man, later died at the hospital. Meanwhile, all the shootings remain unsolved, as violence no longer a surprise to residents.
Kind of the nature of everything these days.
Meanwhile, those 3 homicides now put the city at over 50 homicides for the year, but that's still down 27% from this time last year. Anyone with information on these recent shootings is asked to call Metro Crime Stoppers. For now, we're live in Baltimore. Vincent Hill, Fox 45.
And you see it, man. Even Esau said it's become a natural thing. Because Esau know it's bad out here, but Jake is like, I don't know, man. Maybe everything is of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shah, man. So you could just be walking down the street and get a straight bullet. If it's your time, it's your time. But the Lord is sick of, you Jakes not listening, man. Right? The Lord is reaching out his hand unto you, and you're not listening, man. You're smacking his hand away. So you're gonna have this all summer. All summer this is gonna be going on, man. Because our people have become dross. Our people have become evil and violent toward one another, whereas they can't even get together without something like this happening, man. If Esau not killing you niggas, You killing you niggas. That's just the way it's going, man. That's just the way it's going. So you had Milwaukee, you had, Baltimore. I think I had one more. South Carolina. Let's see this one. Let me see. It was another one I had. Let me see if I can find it. Slovakia. Slovakia. Let me see. Okay. I thought I had this one up there. Okay, this one right here. Slovakia. Get this thing up. So this one is in DC. So you have Milwaukee, right? You have Baltimore, right? And now you got DC. Showing you it's nonstop, man. And you asked me, Esau got something to do with it. But the point is, it's happening, man. And it happens every year, and Jake is not getting it. Right? So this is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. It says, because ye have said, well, I'm going to start at 14. It says, wherefore, hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men, that rule this people, which is in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and that's what our people have made, man, a covenant with death. They have made a covenant with America, Babylon the Great, and this place is nothing but death. It says, and with hell are we at agreement? Yeah, this lower state. We good where we at, man. Salakia, 1 second. Salakia. So let's read that again. This is Isaiah 28 and 15. It says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. Because this is how Jake go out, man, every year. He goes out and he say, man, it was bad last year, but man, we chilling, man. It's the family. It's something little, man. We ain't nothing big. And boom, this is what happens. It says, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves, man. Yeah. Right? So our people love to lie. They love to think, and they love they have an infatuation with this place to where they believe that they, are part of it, man. So they believe in the lie, man, because it tells you Americans. They say what? Americans. Black Americans, white Americans, Chinese Americans. So you feel like you are included. But you're the only one going through this type of shit, man, here in America. You're the only one getting shot down by the cops. You're the only one, getting no justice and no peace. So it's not everybody, man. So let's continue.
Some breaking news. Speaking of Northwest D.C., right off the top, more gun violence in the district. D.C. police on the scene of a shooting along 14th Street Northwest.
This happened near several popular downtown restaurants and comes after two separate shootings yesterday. Fox 5's Maureen Ume, she's live on the scene right now with the latest. Maureen.
That's right, just getting to the scene. That's 14th and R Street. You can see behind me police activity still ongoing right now. There's a black tent up. We believe that is where the victim is. We are confirming now that this is in fact a homicide. When we got to the scene, we ran into someone who says they were the victim's brother, did not want to talk, obviously very panicked. We don't have the details yet as to what happened here, but in fact, this was a shooting is what we know so far. There appears to be one victim. We don't know anything about suspect descriptions or anything of nature, but again, police here on the scene actively investigating. Where you see that black tent is where it's concentrated at. We have seen lots of vehicles there, police investigators. That is 14th and R. As you mentioned, this is a very busy corridor with lots of popular restaurants on 14th Street, whereby Le Diplomat, which is an extremely popular restaurant, and many others here. This thoroughfare, 14th Street, is closed off for a section, so this is going to snarl the traffic this morning as folks are commuting to work and that. Also, people walking or being detoured around this area, so very active scene right now as police continue to investigate. This shooting here coming on the heels of a Memorial Day that equally was violent with several shootings. In fact, there was a triple shooting yesterday. This was in Southeast. We could show you video of that one. That one happened at an apartment in Southeast on 5400 block of 13th Place. When officers got there, they found one man dead, another critically injured. A third victim was found shot just steps away near a playground. That person is expected.
Look, always in you Jake's neighborhood. Look at this, man. Look at it. You Jake's. Jake. Right? You Israelites, man. Right? You can't come together to save your life no more, man. Back in the 80s, the 90s, Jake would have fun with each other, man. They would get together, they would hang out all day. Ain't nothing going on. Now, death is lurking, man. Because Jake got demons on him.
Shot just steps away near a playground. That person is expected to survive. That entire area was cordoned off, and this happened at a playground where kids were playing and families were enjoying the Memorial Day holiday. Just a few hours before that one, across the city, another man was gunned down, this time inside an apartment on the 5600 block of Clay Place Northeast. That one happened around 4 p.m. Police say when they got inside, the man was unconscious. He wasn't breathing. He was pronounced dead on that scene. Right now, investigators have not released the names of any victims in those two shootings I'm telling you about, the triple shooting in Southeast and the one in Northeast. Victims' names have not been released. No arrests have been made. In that Southeast shooting, they are looking for a 2021 black Genesis with heavily tinted windows and Virginia temporary tags. Back here live on the scene, 14th and R Street again. We don't have any more information as to who this victim is, the circumstances surrounding the shooting. Only that police were called here just about an hour or so ago for the shooting here that they continue to investigate with one victim, from what we understand right now. Not anything known about this victim or a lookout for a vehicle. I do think that there might be one, but I have to confirm that before I report it, that there might be a lookout for a vehicle, but the description is very vague. So let me confirm that. And in my next report, I'll be able to give you a little more details. But again, just getting to the scene, very active, 14th Street, cordoned off. If you travel this corridor or anywhere around it, be aware the traffic is going to be snarled for quite some time while police continue to investigate. I'll step aside again. You can see the very active scene happening here on 14th and R. More details as we get it this morning. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Maureen, thank you.
And you see it, man. Death is in the air. Death is in the air. Death is in the midst of you Jakes, man. Right? Why? Because you hard-headed. And the Lord is tired of you Jakes, man. You 2/3 niggas. This is why I came up with the title. Memorial Day is just another memorial for you 2/3. Right? Is you not tired, Jake? You not tired, man? You don't want out? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This is Ezekiel 21 and verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Should we be celebrating these fucking holidays, man? Right? When we already know the Lord is angry at us. When we already know that the Lord is judging our people. Should we still be in a party mode, spirit? It says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. Who's the slayer? Yahushua, man. And the angels. Right? It says, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh, man. So the Lord said that this sword, which that sword is judgment, is going to be upon his people, which are you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you Israelites. So should you be out partying, tempting the Lord with the same shit every year that you know he don't like, that you was told he don't like? Well, our people, they're not going to listen, man. They just going to continue to do what they've been doing, which is pretty much, putting Yahushua back on the cross again and again and again, man. Right? And mind you, we all go off. Ain't none of us perfect, man. We all go off, man. But the thing is, do you repent when you go off? I like to think not. So I got these two clips right here. It ain't really saying too much, but I'm gonna just let it play out, and I got about 2 more scripts, and then we're gonna shut it down. Because this is going on, man. It ain't gonna stop. This video pretty much was a boat party that got shot up, man. So death is everywhere. You can't escape death, man. And Jake, especially you can't escape death, man. It's everywhere.
If you like this video, then like.
And it's you've seen it, man. Right? Chaos everywhere. Chaos is everywhere, man. Right? Mass shooting in South Carolina, 12 shot after gunfire erupts at Little River Memorial Day event. Right? All these fucking events, man. It's nothing but death traps. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 23. It says, wherefore, whereas men have lived dissolutely and unrighteously, thou hast tormented them with their own abominations, man. This is what the Lord is doing to you, man. It says, for they went astray very far in the ways of error and held them for gods. Right? Right? Because our people are into all this bullshit, man. Being a Muslim, right? Worshiping white Jesus, you know, being a 7-day Adventist. Everything that's against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, our people are into it and into it heavy. Right? So it says, for they went astray very far in the ways of error and held them for gods, which even among the beasts of their enemies were despised, being deceived as children of no understanding. A lot of our people, they don't have no understanding, man. Right? But yet they will rather come on and say why they don't deal with the Hebrew Israelites, why the Hebrew Israelites are evil and wicked. Right? But the Lord don't think so, man, because we teaching the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Verse 25. Therefore unto them, as to children without the use of reason, thou didst send a judgment to mock them. Right? So you want to worship and be partakers in these wicked ass holidays? Well, this is going to be your last day, man. 12 shot. This is going to be a day that's going to change your life. The Lord may show you mercy and just wound you, right? And tell you and hopefully that get through to you. But if you continue, the Lord just going to get rid of you, man. You can't fight with the Lord, man. Can't. Right? So this is my last one. We're going to shut it down. So this is Ezekiel chapter 24. I'm going to start at 9. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, woe to the bloody city, talking about you Israelites. I will even make a pile for the fire great, man. Right? It says, heap on wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, and spice it well, and let the bones be burned, man. So the Lord's going to get rid of a lot of you Israelites, man. Then set it empty upon the coals thereof, that the brass of it may be hot, and may burn, and that the filthiness of it may be molten in it, that the scum of it may be consumed. Yeah, you and your works. Your evil and you as a demon and your works, man. It says, she have wearied herself with lies, and her great scum went not forth out of her. Her scum shall be in the fire. Yeah, man. You didn't change your ways. You didn't turn from your evil. So the Lord said, you and your works going to be burnt up. In thy filthiness is lewdness. Yeah, you love to do it. Quite often. It says, because I have purged thee, and thou wast not purged. Yeah, the Lord is cleaning his people up, man. The 1/3 is coming back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua as a new person, man, being clean in the spirit. It said, and thou wast not purged. Thou shalt not be purged from thy filthiness anymore till I have caused my fury to rest upon thee. So the way a lot of you Israelites is going to get purged and clean is through death, right? It says, I, the Lord, have spoken it. It shall come to pass, and I will do it. I will not go back, neither will I spare it. Neither will I spare, neither will I repent. According to thy ways and according to thy doings shall they judge thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Right? So this was during that damn Black Bike Week And that black, when you put that black in it, it just means void of light, darkness, evil, dirty. And that's what our people are, man. Right? We're not concerned with black people, man. We're concerned about the elect, the Israelites that's trying to return and seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And in spirit and in truth. But you black people, y'all gonna be, burnt up, man. Right? So the Lord is gonna purge y'all out in many ways. So, man, listen. You don't have to take our word for it, man. I done told you the point was made. I'm gonna leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect with the other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Keep playing. Keep effing around, and you're gonna find out, man. To the next lesson, Shalom.